Hello everybody and welcome back to Broken Pearn, and today got some interesting news coming about Ghostbusters. And that is there is an animated movie in the works in conjunction with Sony Animation coming to Netflix. Now, Kris Pearn is attached to direct. Now, Kris Pearn, if you are not familiar, as it states in this article as well, he was the director of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 and Meet the Willoughbys. Both are wonderful, wonderful family movies. They're great. I think Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs both movies have just been, since they released, my kids have watched them numerous times. And at least 5-6 times they've watched the Willoughbys, and they still do. They'll just pop it on and just watch it. And so Kris Pearn is, by his track record, a good animated director. And I'm excited. I don't know exactly what will be. That's weird. I don't know exactly what the details are. They're keeping them under wraps. But they want to expand the Ghostbusters IP into something more akin that they're getting from Enter the Spider-Verse. You know, the Spider-Verse animated series with Miles Morales. Okay, that's fine. And being as old as I am, I remember the original animated series that was good. From my recollection, I enjoyed it. I watched it a lot. And I have not seen it since it was broadcast. So I can't say with my gained knowledge and wisdom how good the show was back then. I don't know. But I have a feeling it probably lives up to my memory that it's a good series. And I do need to find a copy of it. I need to get that on Blu-ray or DVD, whatever's available, and watch it again and just to have it. Because that, along with things like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original animated, not the Seth Rogen garbage that keeps getting made, but the original. Because I've got the original movies. Yeah. The originals. I've got the Ghostbusters original movies. I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle original movies. I've got them all. I love them. And I'll never get tired of them. Ever. I just won't. And I wish we had more details. We don't even have a timeline. We just know that they're going to be expanding in the Spider-Verse style to try to grow the Ghostbusters brand. And I'm okay with it. I love Ghostbusters. With Ghostbusters, there's so much more. There's so much to explore in this, I'm going to say, quote, alternate reality where ghosts exist and we can catch them and things like that. There's a lot that can be expounded upon, created, that fits within that, within its lore and its world. And I think we can see a lot of cool stuff coming from. Because, I mean, in the animated series, Slimer was kind of their pet, basically. Like, he went with them. Like, Slimer wasn't like an enemy that kept attacking them. Slimer was with them, going around and trying to help things out and eating everything he ever saw. I remember that. So, I'm excited. And I don't know how we're going to do it. Because with them keeping the details, we can only speculate. Whether it's going to be animated and continue with the original cast being animated and voiced by other people. Most of them, I mean, we won't be able to get Venkman's voice, but actually he wasn't voiced by the original actor either. I think Ernie Wilson was the only one. Ernie Hudson, sorry. I think he was the only one that did it. Could be wrong. But, I mean, going with the established characters and voicing them as anybody else is fine by me. I mean, they were in their mid to late 20s, early 30s, back in like the 80s. So, I mean, we've lost one. We've got 3 left of the original Ghostbusters. It's going to be hard. And here's my hope. Here's my hope. We get Rick Moranis to voice something. I don't care what. Because honestly, we all need more Rick in our lives. And I know why he stepped away from acting. And that makes me love the man even more. I mean, just full respect. His wife passed away. He stepped back from acting to take care of his kids. Mad respect, brother. Absolutely love it. I would do the exact same thing. Wouldn't even hesitate. Your kids came above all. Mad props, Rick. Mad props. Not your career, not your identity, not your legacy, nothing. What was the most important to you? Your kids. Heck yeah. That's a man that knows what to do. And I think it's time now that his kids are grown that we get a little bit more Rick back in our lives. So I'm hoping somehow they convince Rick Moranis to voice something. His original character, another character, don't care. Just put Rick in there, please. Please, 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 please. It could be a subpar writing and not a good story at all. But if it's got Rick in it, I'm tuning in 100%. That's how you're going to get me, period. Now, because I forgot his name now. Thinking about Rick Moranis. Kris Pearn has such a good track record with It's Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 and the Willoughbys. I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. The first Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs was based on the book and very humorous and the second one dealt with the aftermath of all of the people moving back to the mainland and Finn getting a job with the company that created the problem to begin with. And honestly, that didn't create the problem, but basically the evil version of Steve Jobs, or the more evil version of Steve Jobs, however you want to look at it. But that's what the villain in the second one is. And it's not as just overtly funny and over the top like Cloudy with the first one, but it was well done. That there was a lot of humor, there was a lot of fun, and it was a really intelligent writing. The Willoughbys, I wasn't sure I was going to let my kids watch it, and I watched it. I was like, I think they're ready for this, and they love it. I love it. Gosh, it's probably been a minute since I've seen it, but totally recommend that movie too. So we've got a movie coming that has a director with a great track record so far, which leads to 100% positive vibes, right? I mean, you gotta give props to the man for doing 2 great movies, 2 great animated movies. And so they're going to do another animated Ghostbusters movie with him at the helm. Means we're probably going to enjoy it. I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to be very optimistic with this movie. I have no reason to doubt anything going on about it. So I'm just happy for more Ghostbusters and praying for Rick Moranis to be in there somehow. Just voice something. Let him voice the intro and use that over and over again. It doesn't have to be a recurring character, just something. I want mad props and respect back to Rick. He deserves it. He's earned it. He doesn't need it, but I think he deserves it. Right? Mad props to Rick. So until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.